Hello, hockey fans. Have you ever wondered how a single incident can alter the trajectory of a promising NHL career? Today, we're delving into the history of the NHL to explore 5 moments that drastically changed the careers of some players. Some of these instances are quite infamous, involving dirty hits, off-ice antics, and unfortunate accidents. So, let's get started. 93, during Game 6 of the series between the Islanders and the Washington Capitals, a moment happened that would forever mar the career of Dale Hunter. The Islanders were leading the decisive game when Washington forward Dale Hunter received an outlet pass from a teammate, only to lose the puck, leading to the Islanders' 5th goal. Pierre Turgeon, the player who sealed the Islanders' victory, became the target of Dale Hunter's rage. In a fit of anger, Hunter launched a blindside attack on Turgeon as he was celebrating. This attack resulted in a moderate separation of Turgeon's right shoulder, causing him to miss all but one of the Islanders' remaining playoff games. The incident was seen as unsportsmanlike and excessive conduct, and it led to Hunter receiving the longest suspension in league history at the time, 21 games. This suspension was significant because it was the first time the NHL had suspended a player for a regular season for an on-ice incident. Despite this setback, Turgeon showed resilience and determination. He went on to play 15 more seasons in the NHL, joining the prestigious 500-goal club Florsaisi. His career thrived, and he became a member of the Islanders, Canadiens, Blues, Stars, and Avalanche. Hunter, on the other hand, faced significant backlash, and his performance never fully recovered. Following the cheap shot, Hunter failed to reach the 40-point mark in 5 of the next 6 seasons. His career took a downturn, and although he played 6 more seasons for the Capitals and 1 for the Avalanche before retiring at the conclusion of the 1998-99 season, his reputation was never the same. Howie Morenz, known as one of the most dynamic players in the NHL between the 2 world wars, was a force to be reckoned with on the ice. His high-speed rushes left spectators in awe and opponents scrambling to keep up. However, his illustrious career came to a sudden halt on January 28, 1937, during a game between the Blackhawks and the Canadiens. Howie Morenz, known as one of the most dynamic players in the NHL between the 2 world wars, was a force to be reckoned with on the ice. His high-speed rushes left spectators in awe and opponents scrambling to keep up. However, his illustrious career came to a sudden halt on January 28, 1937, during a game between the Blackhawks and the Canadiens. Morenz was racing into the corner to get the puck when he lost his balance and crashed into the boards. In the process, his skate got caught in the wooden siding. Earl Siebert, a Blackhawks defenseman who was trailing Morenz, was unable to stop and landed on him with full force. The impact was so severe that it broke Morenz's leg in 4 places. Following his injury, Morenz was rushed to the hospital. His health began to decline gradually, and he suffered from depression, believing his hockey career was over. Tragically, while still in the hospital, Morenz suffered a heart attack and passed away at the age of 34. Morenz's death was deeply mourned across Canada. Thousands of fans filed past his bier, which was placed at center ice in the Montreal Forum. Despite his tragic end, Morenz's legacy lives on. He was posthumously inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1945. Before his injury, Morenz had established himself as a formidable player. He made the All-Star team 10 seasons in a row, 6 times in the first squad and 4 times on the second squad. Some hockey historians assert that the only player better than him was Eddie Shaw. Morenz's career-ending injury serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with the sport. His untimely death not only ended a promising career, but also left a void in the world of hockey that was felt by players and fans alike. Elias Andersson, a talented young player who once held the title of Swedish juniors captain and was a prospect for the New York Rangers, faced a significant setback in his career due to a moment of frustration. After Sweden's second-place finish at the World Junior Hockey Championship, Andersson, in a fit of anger and disappointment, threw his silver medal into the crowd. This act of defiance did not go unnoticed. It sparked a social media uproar and led to a 4-game ban from the next World Juniors. Andersson's frustration was palpable. He had previously lost in the finale of the Ivan Hlinka tournament and the World Under-18 Championship in 2015-16. He saw no use for his silver medals, stating that he hadn't looked at his U18 World silver medal in 2 years, since he lost. Following this incident, Anderson's career took a downward turn. His performance for the Rangers was underwhelming, and he found himself splitting his time between the NHL and the Swedish League. Furthermore, he expressed dissatisfaction with the Rangers organization, which eventually led to a trade to the LA Kings. Currently, Anderson is playing for the Kings AHL team, the Ontario Reign. His performance shows signs of improvement, and there is a possibility that he may make a return to the NHL. However, his early career misstep was a significant setback and serves as a cautionary tale for young athletes about the importance of sportsmanship and managing emotions in high-pressure situations. Cam Neely, known as one of the most dominant power forwards in the NHL, saw his promising career drastically altered during the 1991 Eastern Conference Final due to a dirty knee-on knee hit by Ulf Samuelsson. This incident wasn't isolated. There was a history of animosity between Neely and Samuelsson, often resulting in exchanges of hits and punches. This particular hit was devastating for Neely. It resulted in a degenerative knee condition which significantly limited his play in the subsequent seasons. Neely, who was only 25 at the time of the incident, had been in the prime of his career. He had scored 50 goals and eclipsed 90 points in back-to-back seasons before the injury. Neely was known for his hard, accurate shot, quick release, and his willingness to engage in the more physical aspects of the game. His style of play earned him the nickname Bam Bam Cam, and he was a force on the ice. The injury was a major setback for Neely, who was a key player for the Bruins, leading the team multiple times in goals scored. Despite his injury, Neely demonstrated remarkable resilience. He managed to score 50 goals in just 49 games during the 93-94 season 10 turns. However, his performance was never the same after the injury. He struggled with his knee condition for the rest of his career and was forced to retire after the 95-96 season. Vladimir Konstantinov, once a promising player on the Detroit Red Wings, faced a tragic end to his career due to a limousine crash just days after the team won the Stanley Cup in 1997. Before the crash, Konstantinov was one of the Red Wings' best players. He had played over 100 games with one of the top teams in the Soviet Union's top league, which eventually became today's KHL, and had won a gold medal at the World Junior Championship and a gold medal at the Men's World Championship. Vladimir Konstantinov, once a promising player on the Detroit Red Wings, faced a tragic end to his career due to a limousine crash just days after the team won the Stanley Cup in 1997. Before the crash, Konstantinov was one of the Red Wings' best players. He had played over 100 games with one of the top teams in the Soviet Union's top league, which eventually became today's KHL, and had won a gold medal at the World Junior Championship and a gold medal at the Men's World Championship. The limousine crash was a life-altering event. Konstantinov suffered a career-ending, life-threatening spinal cord injury. The severity of his injuries was such that he was not expected to survive. He was in a coma for 2 months and was fed through a tube. The doctors told the family that part of his brain was gone, and there was nothing in the science that they had advanced enough to either rebuild or replace that part, and it was permanent. Despite his short NHL career, Konstantinov had many accomplishments. He had finished second in Norris voting behind Brian Leetch in the 96-97 season, which was his last season on the ice. His teammate Igor Larionov insisted that the team would have won 2 or 3 more cups in a row had Konstantinov not suffered his accident. These 5 moments serve as a stark reminder of the unpredictability of a professional hockey career. A single incident can drastically change the course of a player's journey, often with heartbreaking consequences. It's a testament to the intensity and passion of the sport, but also a sobering reminder of its potential dangers. So, what do you think? Which of these moments do you find the most impactful? Do you know of any other incidents that drastically changed a player's career? Let's continue this conversation in the comments section below. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content about the NHL. Thank you for watching.